Hello everyone, how's it going? I hope you're having a dark and morbid day because a teaser for the new Castlevania series produced by Netflix was just dropped. Right on the heels of them dropping the teaser for the new Dark Crystal series, so it seems like they're trying to appeal to everybody over 30 and get every single property from 30-something's childhood and make it into a series and get that cash from us. And it's working. It's working very well. So while this project was in development, I did a little bit of research into it, and I learned it's produced by this guy, Adi Shankar. I'm not sure if I pronounced that correctly, but he's a producer. He produced Dread from 2012, which was a very good movie, and a few other things which were pretty good. But I knew the series was going to be animated, and I saw an animated series he did called Judge Dredd Super Fiend, and that kind of gave me a little bit of pause and kind of worried me a little bit because it's a funny series, but it's very kind of goofy, and it's definitely a comedy. That was the intent behind it, and I was worried they were going to go there with Castlevania. I don't mind there being a little humor within the show, but I think the tone of the show should be dark, should be foreboding, basically all the emotions people like me felt when we played this thing 1,000 years ago on a NES, and then Castlevania 4 on an SNES, which is, by the way, my favorite SNES game. Yeah, I'm one of those guys. I listen to the soundtrack over and over again. Now that this trailer has come out, I can see it's going to be very different from that Judge Dredd series, and it seems like just the right look and tone that I was hoping for. In fact, when I was thinking about it, the tone and the look that I thought would work best was the animation style of Yoshiaki Kawajiri, who's an anime director most known for Ninja Scroll, but he also did one of the Vampire Hunter D movies called Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust. And I don't know if you've ever gotten a chance to see that movie, but it's awesome. The animation style is awesome, the tone is awesome, and I was thinking that would actually be perfect for Castlevania. And this trailer actually looks not dissimilar from it. It kind of has that similar tone. So just to break down what we know about the plot, it's about Simon Belmont and the Belmont family who have been disgraced, but rise to the occasion to face Vlad Dracula himself. And this is actually set in the 1400s in Eastern Europe, which is the actual time period that Vlad Tepes would have existed. So this is not like a second or a third generation resurrection of Dracula. This is the original Dracula that they're going to be facing off with. This is the beginning of the story. And if it goes well, there could be another story, because, as we know, he resurrects every 100 years, and another Belmont has to come back and kick his ass. There's a lot of potential for this series if they get it right, so I hope they do. So right now I'm going to watch the trailer and break it down shot for shot, and just give some thoughts on what I see. So here we go. It starts out with a shot of a NES, a classic Nintendo Entertainment System, and someone putting in a Castlevania cartridge into the NES, and it shows the Netflix logo and a few different Netflix shows like House of Card kind of in 8-bit form. This part of the trailer I thought was really unnecessary. It's almost like they don't have enough footage to show yet, so they're just kind of like wasting time with this. But then we get one shot of Castlevania. It looks like it's built with CG, but it looks great. I love the design of it. And then it fades out and we go to the animation style that the show will actually look like. It shows a bunch of skeletons on spikes. I'm assuming this is the courtyard of Castlevania. They're sticking, I guess, a little bit to the actual history of Vlad Tepes, who was also called the Impaler because he liked to impale people. Pretty self-explanatory nickname. And then we see a shot of a hand grabbing a whip, and who is it? It's Simon Belmont. Looking much different than the Captain N version of Simon Belmont, which is, if you're old enough to remember that was not necessarily a great look. But this is a more authentic interpretation of Simon Belmont. He doesn't look exactly like he does in the game, but he looks pretty badass. And there's a shot of a vampire coming out of a coffin, and I don't know if this is Dracula or Alucard, a long-haired blonde guy with a sword, and now that I see this shot, I'm assuming it has to be Alucard, who's the son of Dracula. So I'm pretty sure we're going to get some Alucard in this series. And now we have a shot of a woman, a lady, doing some sorcery-ish stuff. And I think this might be Sifia Bilnades. I may have pronounced that wrong because, keep in mind, I only read this on a 8-bit screen when I was a kid. They didn't tell me how to say it. So anyway, she's a character in Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse. She's one of 3 playable characters. So they may be taking elements from that game, although that game had Trevor Belmont in it, and this is definitely Simon Belmont, so they might be combining elements from all 3 of the NES Castlevania games. Next up we have a guy wielding a knife, which would go with my Castlevania 3 theory. He might be Grant Dynasty, who is a pirate character in Castlevania 3, one of the playable characters. I think that might be who it is. Some shots of Simon, there's some shots of obviously Dracula up in his library.
The man who'll kill Dracula.
I have to say, I don't like that voice. I hope that's not Simon Belmont's voice. I hope they have a better voice actor than that. I don't think the voice actor has been announced yet, but hopefully it's somebody with some attitude. Anyway, so that's the teaser. There's just a title screen after that. It looks like an anime. It tastes like an anime. Hopefully it's good, and hopefully it stays true to the spirit of the original games. I'm pretty old school. I really only played the NES games and the SNES games, so I'm hoping it stays true to my generation, but we'll have to see. I'll give it the benefit of the doubt for now. So, what do you guys think about this series? Do you think it'll be good? Do you think it'll be bad? Do you think it'll stay true to your idea of Castlevania? Did you notice something about the teaser that I didn't notice? Please let me know all these things in the comments below, and be sure to like and subscribe for more videos. Until next time, what a horrible night to have a curse.